ACC on ESPN. An outstanding day of basketball begins here in Syracuse, New York, where all eyes are on Joe Girard, the Clemson guard, making his return to the dome that he called home for the last 4 years. Plenty of pregame hellos, including that one. In the road, purple, Syracuse in the home white, as we are underway in what is a terrific ACC battle in February. Two teams trying to bolster that tournament resume. Brown, aggressive, swipes it away from Hall and slams it down to open the scoring.
When we spoke with Brad Brownell yesterday, he said that was key in this game for Clemson. They cannot turn the ball over. We must keep Syracuse out of transition.
Hot for this Syracuse team. Has it here. Going against Girard. Through to Mintz. Money.
Jay Hall just short on the pull-up jumper.
Shefflin working against Justin Taylor. Shefflin's been a double-double machine for this Tigers team, trying to spin his way free, and he does.
That's the area of concern for Syracuse. Yes, P.J. Hall gets a lot of attention, but Shefflin going up against the smaller Taylor, they're going to try to take advantage of that matchup.
Brown lines up a wide-open three and buries it.
The three, he's locked in early.
He has 5 of the Orange's 7. And after they let up 92 against Louisville on Wednesday, great defensive pressure to start this game. Clark was the open man and made the Orange pay.
Brad Brownell shouting instructions for them to run their offense.
Lobbed in, P.J. Hall. He can make it look too easy at times.
And
8 seconds to shoot. Here's Chris Bell, who had 30 in the win against Louisville on Wednesday. Off to Taylor. 2 seconds to shoot. Mintz has to heave it. And hits it. Judah Mintz as the shot. Inside to P.J. Hall. Hunter. Right back to Hall. The give and go. And P.J. Hall rocks the rim.
Beautiful find by Hunter that time. Give and go.
Bell from the corner. Hit the side of the backboard. Syracuse had a great rhythm early. They've come out of this timeout. They've got no points in the last 2 minutes. Hunter pull up pop. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
One of the more underrated guards in the year.
Off the mark.
Right now, Clemson's forcing contested jumpers. And that was not the case to start this game off.
Mintz gets into the lane. Syracuse needed that. And Judah
to be quality minutes. Again, right now, Red Autry giving his guys, Malik Brown in particular, a blow when P.J. Hall went to the bench.
Godfrey. And that's a goaltend. So I think your record in the league you play in, especially a good league like the ACC, should matter.
Well, again, right here, they're on the road. Obviously, another opportunity to try to bolster their resume.
Offensive rebound, kick out, Girard hits it.
Throw it back out to one of the best three-point shooters in the country.
Girard, who is a 4-year starter here at Syracuse, a top 20 player in scoring in program history, and another offensive rebound leads the second chance points for Clemson.
Come back in the game, key thing, foul trouble. Must keep him out of foul trouble. Can ill afford not to have him on the court.
Clemson on a 7-0 run, taking control here in the first half. Here's R.J. Godfrey trying to spin his way free, and he hits it.
Bounds, and then they are trying to post and attack the paint every possession.
3-minute scoring drought for Syracuse. Mintz comes up empty. It's allowed the Tigers to go on a 9-0 run during this scoring drought. Carolina, it was only the second time in program history that the Tigers
had energy as opposed to, he said, look, our guys have won.
Want to win this game for Joe Girard. They know how much it means to the New York native. Great eyes by Dylan Hunter. Tigers 3-on-1. Give and go for an easy transition 2. Timeout, Syracuse. The Tigers on it during that drought. Girard, a deep three. Got it! Joe Girard, 2 for 2 against his of 6 minutes now. It's been crippling in this game. It's allowed the Tigers to go on a 14-0 run. 3-on-1 here for the Orange. Up top, Copeland, much needed.
That's passes, which led to an opportunity for Mintz right there, just unable to finish.
Dump down low, Brown finally beats Hall.
What a pass by Copeland. Again, Copeland, one of the better passers in the ACC. That's a beautiful lob pass to Malik Brown.
And Hall answers on the other end in perfect position to put that home. Trying to get this Syracuse team going, but nothing will fall. Hunter spun his way free. Can't hit it. Another offensive rebound.
And keeping him out of the paint and enforcing jumpers. They've kept Syracuse out of transition, and then they've limited the dribble drives, which has not broken down their defense.
Bell, step back three. Got it! And Syracuse needed it. Chris Bell's first basket of the afternoon, and it's a three.
You're talking about a guy coming off a 30-point performance where he was 8 of 10 from the three-point line. Big-time shooter.
P.J. Hall continues to show.
And you'll live with that if you're Syracuse. No Joseph Girard on of the court. You'll live with perimeter jumpers.
Bell hits it again. Chris Bell starting to heat up here at the end of the half.
Looked like they were going to have a turnover and a chance to score.
A potentially big swing at the end of this first half. Hall goes right into Hema. P.J. Hall, he has feasted in this first half.
That's a tough move. Again, that's not an easy runner going away from the basket, and that is why P.J. Hall, I believe, will be playing for a nice paycheck when he leaves Clemson. That's a big showing off some skills playing off the bounce.
15 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a comfortable cushion for Clemson right now. Trying to add to it. 7 seconds to work with. Here's Girard against his former team. Gives it up to Clark. 1 second left. Hunter beats the buzzer. Got it off just in time. Adrian. They start with the ball. Trailing by 13. Down but not out here at home. Here's J.J. Starling. A quiet first half for him. Fading away. Hits it. Maybe that'll get the Orange going. Couldn't connect. Starling lines up a three. Drills it. James.
In particular, his blocks, he's kept them in play.
Syracuse forcing turnovers. Now can they cash in on the other end? Bell for three. Personal foul. First 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this second half. Bell can't complete the 4-point play. Wiggins to Girard, trying to quiet the crowd, and he does.
Very good off the bounce. That's a beautiful pull-up off a closeout by Judah Mintz.
Bell off the cut, draws another foul. Back to the line.
30 points. Hey, he's a guy said and done. He's a guy that will play at the next level because of his ability.
4 minutes for the Tigers. Hall trying to muscle his way into Brown. Leaves it for Shefflin. And one. Ian Shefflin to try and complete his and one, and he does. Here's Bell. Another offensive rebound. Starling through traffic gets it to go. J.J. Starling, all 7.
The and one on that one.
2-possession game into Wiggins, who jams it right in the face of Brown.
An uncontested dunk underneath the basket.
Copeland's been quiet today, trying to spin his way free.
Great ball fakes by Judah Mintz to set that pass up to the foul line.
Hunter in attack mode, right to the rack for 2.
Well, he has just been solid. That's his 8th point to go along with 5 assists.
Brown on a rack attack. Both of these. All pops up. Stolen away. Here's Starling. And he draws the foul. Exclusive in the first half. Now has 8 in the second.
His progression really has been key. I think to go along with Judah Mintz, but his aggression, much more aggressive.
Great ball movement leads to a Shefflin dunk. Ian Shefflin ripping the rim off there.
Well, it's all the interior passing. That's a beautiful pass that time. Both these teams doing a great job finding cutters to the basket.
Copeland through the spin cycle, foul called.
And offensive rebound for Clemson. They've gotten absolutely, and that was something Brad Brownell was concerned about. Keeping Syracuse out of transition. In particular, he said, Judah Mintz, you got to keep him out of the paint.
Girard steps into a 3, knocks it down. Now they've failed to capitalize, but still within striking distance here. Down 8 with 12 to play. Mintz in attack mode, leans in. It doesn't drop. Finally, poked home.
Leader of this team. That's a great offensive rebound putback.
Shefflin lost his footing. A foul called. He'll be at the line when we come back. Huck, is you have to look at how historically these teams are making the Final Four more or going deeper in the tournament.
You have mic drop moments, and that right there, I think, is a mic drop moment. Winning matters. Again, don't tell me winning does not matter. And the last 2 seasons, nobody has done it better or more than the ACC. Again, I think it's a hard...
Contested 3, that's his first miss of the afternoon. A perfect 4 for 4 against his former team before that misfired 3. Mintz going right at Girard. Makes it a 1-possession game.
He's smiling.
First half, the crowd back in it. 1-possession game. Girard against his former team drills it. Joe Girard.
He put Judah Mintz really in the spin cycle, coming off screens, and then footwork to perfection, and then buried a 3.
Starling had a step on Girard, beats him off the glass. Hall regathers it.
Watch how active Syracuse is in the passing lanes. They're doing a great job of being active with their hands.
Godfrey spinning his way in right past.
Up with their 3, where Syracuse has given up a lot of size.
Syracuse has made their last 4 shots. Starling right to the rim, lays it up and in, back. Here's Judah Mintz. And now Copeland. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Bell has to get rid of it. He does, and draws the foul.
Oh, not settling for a jumper and driving the ball.
In the game with 4 fouls. It's 7:26 to play as Bell makes it a 2-point game.
Well, Clemson has been trying to post up Wiggins versus Copeland. And let's see if they give P.J. Hall a touch.
Hall right to the rim. One-handed jam. 10 seconds to shoot. Starling with all 12 points in the second half. Make it 14. Putting the star in Starling.
That is a tough move. They had him isolated on P.J. Hall. Soft touch with the finger roll.
Copeland to tie it at 59, and he's fouled. That Clemson has suffered. Missed it. Well, a Clemson lead that was once 15 is down to 1. 4 minutes to go in the dome. Hall trying to muscle it in, and he draws the foul.
That's where Clemson needs. Talk to all these ACC coaches. Just win.
2-point game down the stretch. Mintz off to Starling. He's had the hot hand. All 14 points have come in the second half. To tie it. Got it!
Showing off the mid-range. That's a beautiful pull-up jumper.
To Hall. Spinning his way free and fires Clemson back.
P.J. Hall gasping for breath. Walking up the court. This has been a physical game.
Hunter takes it himself right down the lane. Big make there for Chase. 4. Starling's had the hot hand. Has it here. All 16 of his points scored in the second half. Mintz gives it up to Copeland. Check to make sure that he was inbounds. Mintz lost the handle. Swiped by Hunter.
Again, he's done a little bit of everything for this Clemson team.
Girard goes right into Mintz, no call. Shefflin open for 3. Got it! Ian Shefflin drills it.
They can beat you in so many different ways. That time, Mintz falls down, and then it opens up your D.
Fade away Mintz. This time foul called against Hunter.
And 9 to go.
2-possession game. Clemson in the driver's seat, trying to close out what would be their second road win of the week. Number 3 North Carolina on Tuesday, and now trying to escape the dome with a win. Shefflin, great patience to lay it up and in.
And that's the key word, veteran team. We talked about that with Clemson. They're one of the more experienced teams in the country, and that's beautiful offense against pressure.
Great individual effort there from Copeland, who fouls Girard.
You have one of the better free throw shooters in college basketball on the line. 40 young man, but he said, look, I watched this young man win a state championship in football right in this building and created some memories 4 years that he had him here at Syracuse.
Now or never time for the Orange. Copeland draws the foul.
Thing is inbounding the ball. If you're Syracuse, you want to make sure you have a safety back. You don't want to get beat long and give up layups.
And Girard is fouled again. The one guy you can't send to the foul. Beat his former team. And if he makes it a form. And that is his 2000th collegiate point, and he does it in the dome. Special moment for Joe.
It really is, and that ball did not even touch the rim.
Bell, Syracuse needs this 3, and Bell delivers. The Orange cut it to 5.
And then try to keep the ball out of his hands.
Shefflin in trouble, gets it into Hall. Hands off Girard. Clemson needs to get it over the line, and they do with Hunter. Right to the rim, scoop to the hoop, Chase Hunter.
If you're Syracuse, still some time. You got to go quick.
Yeah, Mintz doesn't have time. Brown, a deep three. Fell off the rim, no good. And a ton of time running off the clock.
Looks like Syracuse is basically going to just let this one play out.
The 25 seconds came off the clock there.
Yeah, and really, Girard had the ball, but these final numbers, and they're going to be lopsided in favor now. 41 rebounds for Clemson to 24 for Syracuse.
Syracuse down to their final 15 seconds. Yeah, they turn it over. So the Orange came back and tied this game at 60, but then Clemson found a second gear. They finished the week with 2 big road wins in the ACC and win this 77-68.
48 points in the paint. They dominated the glass. It was an all-around team performance. Clemson is for real a team that could potentially go on a deep NCAA tournament run.